not quite sure what they want to do. I would prefer a Wind Ranger, maybe putting her on the safe lane and just going like aggressive with a carry, Sand King, Witch Doctor support, going like for an aggressive tri lane. That's pretty rare these days. You usually don't see them anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure how strong it is up against the Juggernaut. You should be able to overpower the Jakiro, but if the Elder Titan comes in, he really likes having more heroes against him, just because those heroes fuel up the spirit, extra damage, and movement speed that much more. So you might just be caught off guard by that if he just runs in from the back all of a sudden and hits you for 200. Not quite that much, but you get the drift, right?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of passive damage in Wipeout. I would say they have DoD, especially with Shock. They have a good amount of team fight. However, the interrupt on Biscate is pretty big as well. Like Elder Titan, Underlord, and Jakiro, they can disable them confidently from range. However, I feel like the Sand King is completely uncontested. Like he's not gonna fall victim as easily. And there's the Monkey King. Sadly on the wrong team, but we have a Monkey King. I'm a big fan of it. Against Underlord, we had this discussion before, didn't we? Against Elder Titan Underlord, you straight up lose the lane.
Oh yeah.
Like Monkey King just absolutely shatters the lane and just gets out of it ahead. I'm not quite sure what would happen if we see Underlord plus Elder Titan in one lane. I think they might want to do that because really hitting the Jakiro and against the Monkey King is not really helpful because you can dodge pretty much any ice splash shenanigans, and he only needs some small hits, and the attack speed is not enough early on.
Yeah,
but Elder Titan Underlord might work against the Monkey King, but then you have to calculate in the support, and with a Witch Doctor possibly interrupting the Elder Titan every time he tries to stomp, it's not going to be easy.
Especially since they're two melee heroes. If they really want to start putting on some pressure, you have to walk close to each other, perhaps opening yourself up to a couple of cast bounces. Then the Maledict comes in, and if the Monkey King has already been able to just stack up that Jingo Mastery, maybe 1 or 2 points up in the Boundless Strike, then you have a lot of extra damage to fuel that Maledicts and make sure it takes them over. So if you run this lane, you got to be very careful and very mindful of these tools. So not sure whether they'll be able to do that, but
what is the solution here for this? They will have to lean in the mid lane. The mid lane is also playing it, so there's no variation. They have a Juggernaut, bad against Monkey King. They have an Elder Titan, bad against Monkey King. Underlord, absolutely terrible against Monkey King. So that's 3 heroes that can't deal with him, and usually we see the exact other scenario around, where they have to, or they try to rotate against the Monkey King, and Monkey King has to dodge the lanes. This time it's the other way around, where Monkey King just can choose where he goes.
I mean, if you do have the Ice Buff level 1 Jakiro, it just feels so underwhelming. It barely does anything to stop any sort of aggressive attempt.
I think it's one of the worst spells on level 1 ever.
Yeah.
It's just a 1 second stun with a 0.5 delay that does 50 damage and is absolutely unreliable. It's really only good if you have if you can't pick up first blood with it and you know you have a dual lane and you get level 2 fast, then it's the only reason I would ever pick it up.
That's Jakiro though for you, right? All the spells at level 1 are kind of bad compared to what they do later on. But compared to level 2 already, it feels so much worse.
Yeah, true enough. Yeah. Anyways, Jakiro is strong hero, we established that.
Yeah.
He has double the strength of a normal hero.
What? Look, do you see this mid lane? There's a courier right now.
Yeah,
waiting to snipe another courier.
This is a carry Monkey King, this is not a farming Monkey King, so his support is sitting at bottom, enjoying his free experience early on, even though there hasn't been a creep permitted yet. But, might as well try. I don't know what he would possibly get on the courier, especially on Alina. You always go for that second no talisman, especially on an intelligence versus intelligence lineup. So, you could say it's the smart thing to do to not buy anything early on here.
Yeah.
It's a Monkey King, and I'm pretty sure they saw it as well.
Either way, not much of an issue because he TP'd straight back to lane just before the creep met. So only losing out on that free TP scroll that you start off with. And,
the Intimidation Ice Path.
Look at this sinking. It's gonna stack up.
Not again. Wave. Is it happening again? Haven't we fixed that?
Yeah. First wave, yes. But
I like that change. It's Everybody was up in arms, like, oh, you removed it, you killed the offlane. Yeah, why didn't you just do it on a second wave? It's just as good. It's literally the same. But yeah, he's gonna double up the wave. It's gonna push under the tower. So there's 3 range creeps there now, and Wind Ranger was smart enough to actually push out. So there's an entire wave giving the safe laner some experience, but it's a Trident, so he doesn't benefit from it as much. This lane is now completely unpullable top. There's a small camp and a hard camp. He's gonna get experience out of this one.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, he can just throw out harassment, the stomp, will be dodged. He's doing quite well against both of these supports. I mean, despite this being a lane.
He might just get first blood here on Wind.
Yeah, if he wants to commit, a couple extra right clicks here with the wind run protecting him for now. Oh, the tree blaze! Shakiro.
Nice. Oh, well, Titan, you don't want to run into tower though. Alright, tanky enough, I guess. 2 armor is enough. Yeah, and Wind on very low health, but self prevails, and he's gonna get a lot of experience up and running here.
Meantime, Pawn and Pinkman here and Witch Doctor and Sanking, they were able to force out the Unlord into TP back home, so it's completely free lane for Monkey King. Which, we talked about it, is what they kind of have to do, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna feel happy about it.
15 denies.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's all about the denies on the safe lane. If you get the denies and you keep the wave in your favor, the offlaner has not a chance.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to kill the offlaner. Sometimes it's even better to not kill him, because if you go for a kill, you might put the lane out of yeah, pretty much out of balance. You never want to be out of balance. Don't do a Dark Willow play. Just yeah, if you keep the lane in like this kind of area and you just zone the offlaner behind the spot, what does Unlord do? You have a level 1 Firestorm. You're really bad with juggling on that one because it's 1% max HP burn. Like, he's gonna take like ages to even farm up this camp. Like, he gets some experience, but I've seen way worse cases for offlaners.
Yeah. Feels really, really sad. I mean, previously when you still had the Iron Talon, it was very much possible.
Never forget.
Yeah, never forget, indeed. But nowadays, it's just you need to have a dual lane, but they just got outdrafted. Any dual lane that they could put up would have not done well either.
Yeah, and this Wind Ranger basically solely handedly is doing so much job. Level 3 already. Level 2 Pyre Shot, that's the point where she just becomes unharassable for anyone. Elder Titan can't walk up to her. You also can't really stomp her unless you hit like a really lucky ice path. I can see them killing her if they hit like the stomp, ice path into spin, but they have to hit everything, or yeah, Wind just presses one button.
You can't just land these spells if you want to, right? Storm takes a while to get going. You can just dodge that very easily with the extra movement speed from Wind Run, and similar to Ice Path, has a very long wind-up time. It's more of a follow-up stun than it is a lead-up stun, unless you can just land it from this fog or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. She also has the boots, even if you land Ice Path and the Stomp and you start spinning up, you're gonna wake the Wind Ranger up with the spin almost immediately because it's a lot of damage, and then she just presses Wind Run and is out of the range from the jug.
Yep. Well, at the very least, he's getting some CS, not nearly as much as the Monkey King down bottom.
I'll take that.
He's getting near perfect CS here, but yeah, at least it's something. I mean, Juggernaut is a hero that can be aggressive, that can quite quickly find his way back, but now the cast bouncing in. Burst Strike still available, cancel the Storm. This will be the first blood. After 5 minutes in, Pawn gets that last tick from the Melodic. And, well, this try on try, if it sticks like that, this is not the only kill that they'll get.
Yeah, this kind of beefed up Trillian Knight level 4 Wind Ranger, and they're gonna stun again. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, the lucky bounce. I'm just backing it.
It's not luck, it was all skill.
It was not luck, but skill indeed. But yeah, level 4 Wind Ranger, level 3 on the Witch Doctor. They're winning in the experience department by a mile. Juggernaut sitting on level 4.5. Monkey King meanwhile is 6, almost 7 at the offlane due to all the denies he's having. And now the Sand King is rotating in. Even though it's an Unlord level 3, there's no pit. He has absolutely no defense against this. Alright, I guess if he misses the... Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Couple right clicks, Boundless Strike, another 2, 1, 2. There we go.
Thank you.
Pigman just taking up 1 or 2 of those tower shots. Yeah. Yeah, this
Monkey
is
King
just
is a
an
slightly
underlord
bigger
for
movement
actually
speed.
showing up in lane in the first place, right?
And what? Yeah, that's the punishment. And what did we learn today? If you play against Monkey King, don't show in your lane. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
But hey, let's talk about the mid lane, because this is actually going so hard in OD's favor. Like, that's a
wow.
lane that is almost worse. Like, 40 CS with 22 denies to the 12 of the Lina. That is one-sided mid lane. And they didn't even gank the Lina at all.
It's really supposed to happen, right? I mean,
No, not really. He would usually, like, it's not even, like, the best build on the OD if you look at the skill build really quick. He's going 1-2-4, so he's maxing the Essence Aura with 1 point in Arcane Orb. That is highly unusual. That's just the, I don't want to go to base or to shrine ever, thank you, build.
I mean, it's exactly the effect that it has, especially if you buff up your mana pool a little bit. It becomes very reliable. You can always just fuel yourself up by pressing spells.
Yeah,
Top lane, the cask, starting to bounce back, and this should be a dead Jakiro. Another couple of right clicks. Beltic already taken. The Stomp is there, and actually catches the Windrunner and Pawn as a result. Left his own devices. The other power shot also. Actually, not enough, as the stick shot has put him up to a very decent amount of health points.
Yeah, and I know, this Witch Doctor, you talked about this in a draft. It has such a high cooldown on the Melodic Knight after the gank. Even he respawned now, he's running on lane, he will barely have it when he reaches the lane again. So he lost a lot of potential for roaming, and well, just an Underworld dying, nothing to see here, but in mid.
It's also Lina dying. Oh, gets that ultimate off of the last hit from the tower, not coming in because he wasn't able to hold on to the imprisonment. Big plays.
That's a smart play.
With Pinkman, absolutely amazing.
The 1-4-4 build with the max S for imprisonment, that's not something you usually see, especially if you use it defensively. Usually you want that value point, but hey, I mean, why level up Arcane Orb? Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good farming tool on the Ezra Imprisonment, so just start clicking the wave a little, or one of the creeps a little bit, imprison that, start clicking everything else, and it's still not as fast as a lot of the other farming tools that are in the game, but it's the best one that OD has available, so if the lane goes as well, might as well use that, especially if you can also start stacking up to camps. Yeah, they miss one of these. They do get the hard camp.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, all the lanes are completely lost on their end. Monkey King, we didn't even talk about the Monkey King because it's so terrible. The moment we talk about him, we have to concede that he will most likely run over people very soon. Sitting on 71 last hits. That's like almost perfect. Almost. He missed, I believe he missed 6 last hits in the entire laning stage. But he makes it up with 45 denies.
Yeah. It's already up to level 10. OD is the only one can come close at level 9.5. The next highest level is actually Lina at 7.5, so nowhere near that.
Yeah, you know it's a sad game when the Lina gets her brown boots at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's just... Also really aggressive move to bottle, well done. Now he's gonna get banished mid and Sand King is ready.
Yeah, should be another death here. A couple of right clicks. Light Circle Ray will actually catch the Sand King. Couple of power shots, but he's tanking enough to be able to withstand that at the same time. Yeah, this is... I mean, it happened before, it'll happen time and time again. With this kind of a level that is with the only level 4 Underlord. Like, he shows he's dead. Period.
Yeah. Like, if Monkey doesn't even hunt him, like, they already have that ward on the high ground, so... The problem is, what do you do on Underlord? You can't really go in any other lane. You're absolutely bad ganking any other lane whatsoever with a Pit of Malice only on level 4. You don't do anything. Like, he already has to... He can't even afford the Tome of Knowledge to get like level 5. He's absolutely helpless this game. The safe lane also horribly lost with the Jakiro sitting on level 4. You have the Elder Titan sitting on level 4. Compare that to the other supports, Sand King and Witch Doctor also sitting on level 4, but they have farm. They went into the jungle, Trankets up on the Sand King, Witch Doctor now ganking mid. That's just too much.
Actually bouncing a little bit. He also scouting out the Elder Titan. Still get the ultimate off. Trying to burst on Cloud, but he's pretty damn fast. So is Pawn. Not as fast though, as do get a couple of extra punches in. Oh, the Dragon Slave missing. Running into the Underlord.
Oh no.
Still not dead.
Oh, no
Pass
way.
bouncing in. Oh my god. Juggernaut died at the same time to Windrunner together with the Monkey King rotating in. So he okay, can actually help his pawn friend. But Pinkman might be able to. Another Firestorm together with Spirit. That took quite a while.
That took way too long and that was way too dangerous not getting that kill. Just imagine if you get out, but again, that's 4 heroes that just chase the Witch Doctor all across the map in this kind of path on the map, and you lost the tower top. In the meantime, you still get farm away. Odie's gonna probably get the mid tower as well, so 2 towers for Witch Doctor. 9k gold lead at 12 minutes.
4 people trying to kill the tier 1 tower. Mob, a couple of TPs coming in. Clown runs straight into the OB. Follow up, but there's a Burst Strike in the back. Keeping Lena away, so no Light Strike raise, no extra ultimates at this moment. Bit of damage done as they force forward with a big hammer being dropped. Kiro already down for the count. Underlord completely out of mind on the Burst Strike though. Onto Biscuit Man is trying to finish him off with the extra bit of Maledicts. Not quite enough. They need some more damages. The actual course still working away on the other side. Flank being focused and buying enough time at least for the Underlord. Yeah.
Crucial mistake on the
Run
Lena.
down the Lena.
Yeah, he turned around on the Lena, even though his Sun King was out of mana, there was nothing from the Witch Doctor, no stun whatsoever. He turned around and tried to kill Witch Doctor, that was the zone ending, he would have survived. And hey, in the meantime, it's Monkey King. He was just jumping on the Juggernaut, he almost dived him to the T3 at top. I don't know, this is turning into disaster. And looking at the net worth chart, it kind of reflects that. Monkey King 7,000 gold, the next one is the Jug with 4,000. He's on the same level as the Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
The Lena is sitting below the position 4 Sand King on the 6th slot in net worth.
Yeah, these are the kind of things that you look towards, and the net worth chart is an indicator of how the game is going. And well, can't really contest the analysis. There's in the mid lane, Elder Titan trying to get the stomp off, and the Maldic will finish him off. Slash also bouncing through, so Pawn is dead. Now Clown actually being bursted down. 4/5 heroes.
It's a good fight.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
But now Monkey King. Alright, he comes in. Light Strike captures him though. Follow Burst Strike with a Boundless Strike as well. The Shackles of the Creeps are really all like crazy, but still enough. It's a good triple kill for the Monkey King. So this is what you remember. Hey, right, there was this other guy that wrecked everything.
Yeah, if we close our eyes, he isn't there, I swear. But no, he's just running in, and he even went for like the super early fighting build. Like he could have easily gotten away with like a Battle Fury, and he would have like Battle Fury plus SMI almost at this point, with the farm he has. But instead, he did went for face boots into Echosaur, but usually we see the power treads quite a lot. I would also pick them up against the Jakiri because that attack slow is there and he wants to avoid that, but hey, that's what he has the Echosaur for. Now that he has a full Shadow Blade, I'm pretty sure you can kill all 3 of these heroes there if you ult Stein. Come on, do it. No?
Thinking about it.
There we go. It's not the Underlord again, that's just cruel.
Just his favorite, you know. Does get slept up inside the Macropire, rooted up, follow up Light Strike Array, alright.
This battle isn't
He's actually gonna take after the damage over time, so
Money Kiro coming through. Yeah, we spin it top, then get another kill on the Sand King this time.
gotta be a bit
Gang's
careful
gone
here.
wrong.
Through the healing ward, Pawn committing for the fight now, but Light Strike Array will stop that death ward. Should also mean that Juggernaut will be absolutely fine. Only despite the level 3 Melodic, he's spinning off some of that damage.
It's crazy. That was 3 kills across the board. They managed to get 2,200 gold back in total. With 600 going to Jakira, 500 to the Juggernaut, which is a good amount of money, don't get me wrong, but it's still a 10k gold lead. It's... I know, Wipeout, they made 2 big mistakes here with splitting up so much. I think if they go as 5, they just straight up run over them, even if they lose like 1 or 2 supports, the Monkey King will wreck them if he has some frontline support.
Oh, yeah.
Yet they're not really in danger of letting this game slip away, unless they might repeat this mistake 5-6 times in a row. Like, they're still gaining in net worth, even though they just lost so much gold.
Yep. It's still something that you have to keep in mind. Like, the only reason that they lost these heroes, as you said, was because they were alone. They were just a little bit too greedy. But if they keep doing that, the game might slip away from them faster than they might think, because there's still a Juggernaut who, if he gets a couple of items, a couple of levels, he can maybe go in, snipe some of these supports with Omni Slash. Even, there's still Lena who can scale quite well with items, but...
Talking about scaling. A little bit missed, but hey, they're gonna grab the tower with this Monkey King ult. Maybe.
Another stomp, Earth Splitter, Light Strike Array, zapping him back, and just like that. Could end up dropping again to damage over time. No! 12 health points! Are you kidding me?
Not
right
this
now?
time.
Phew.
Gets out. That magic wand really saved his arse there in that fight. And so it was a really ambitious tower push. Tied down to half health, but hey, if he didn't die, it's worth, right? Calculated.
A couple of ultimates used.
Oh, the 4-staff blink daggers smoked up directly underwater, however, so they smoked on the dire side, directly on the warding spot. So if anyone dies to the smoke, this would be unacceptable. They have good warding up for themselves, but they must know that they have been sniffed out indeed.
Yep.
There's a counter smoke going on Jug.
See the scan confirming the positioning, but Underlord still sitting in mid. Beautiful shackle.
Oh, I don't know, Jug.
The Omni Slash. Yeah, not sure about this one. Underlord already dead. The banished up Sanju still has a spin to work with, but you know what? Easily getting taken care of. Be able to walk it off since they don't want to engage into some sort of funnel here with the Lena. Or
they catch the Jug.
Do things Jug, not quite just dead, but he will.
Super smart move. Yeah, just using the Sandy's Eclipse to prevent any spin shenanigans. If you press fast enough, you can get the spin off before the damage applies from the Astral Imprisonment. And just making sure that he doesn't have any mana because he burned it with the ultimate. That's a really good move for him. And that's a nice pickup. Especially before you have any big intelligence items, just having that in the ultimate to lock somebody down early on. That's great. That's a good play.
Pinging out this elusive bottom tier 2 tower. A bit last out of tier tower on the field for dire sides. Probably not long for the rolls. Like, if you look at the lineup, technically there's a decent high ground defense. And that is online. It's between Firestorm, the Jakiro, the Lena. Question is, will that be enough? Because BKB is on the cards here. Monkey King has one queued up.
Yeah.
And OD not feeling like it right now.
There's really good high ground defense, but on the other hand, there's weak command. And the problem is, if you use your macro pyre just to defend against the wave, which they will be forced to use at one point, just to make sure that they don't get overrun by creeps, then you have that problem that you don't have enough damage in the fight. We've seen it on Juggernaut. He's still level 10. That's a level 1 Omni Slash. That's practically not doing anything. He couldn't even kill a Witch Doctor with 3 slashes. Just straight up running into this when OD blinks on your high ground, disables your Lena and just ultimates the rest of your team. Wukong's command drop on the tower. That is a lot of damage you can't avoid.
Yep. Oh. He wants to try and pull the trigger once the BKB is online, but Zerican Pike for OD. Already have the blink on Sand King.
Oh yeah, that's another thing with the Sand King, just blink up high ground and they're going straight to Rage. They know they have a Wind Ranger, so this is a free Rage kill because Wind Ranger.
It's going greedy enough there with that Maelstrom. No mobility item just yet on the Windrunner.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it greedy. I think it's a safe play to skip out on the blink. Bit unusual to go for the BKB this early, but I think he realized he has enough initiation so he can go for it quite confidently. It's just the Maelstrom. It's just so crazy. What do you do? It's a 25% chance to do 170 magic damage. That also leaps between targets without losing any damage in between. I think that's one of the changes we're going to see to Maelstrom, that the subsequent chain lightnings to heroes proc less.
Yep.
Because that would still allow Wind Ranger to lock down your heroes solo on the map, but you can no longer annihilate the team just by sitting there and doing nothing. You press 2 buttons on Wind Ranger and you kill half a team.
Unless you got killed first.
Oh, don't get killed first then.
Yeah, it's normally
simple.
a good plan in Dota, right?
Don't get killed, kill your enemy. It's simple, dude. Just kill them. Death
is the ultimate crowd control, as they say. Yeah, getting ready to go. A bit of a smoke up here between the OD and the Witch Doctor. As the rest of the team walking down this bottom lane, the Windrunner in mid, just make sure that this lane is nice and pushed. Seeing what they can see here with the power shots and everything. But this might just be the death push coming in, almost 20k ahead. 22 minutes in, and well, Biscate Warriors, they're gonna need every little bit of high ground defense that they have to have a chance at defending this. There it is.
Oh, Jakiro.
Got a strike, bit of root coming in, Pinkman. Transferring over to Omni Slash, over to the creeps, that's so unlucky now. Bound to strike with the ultimate and everything. Double Shackle! Just gonna get worse. Clown with the ultimate in the side, Unlock already dead. Everyone else completely out of mana. That's Earthsplitter even dodged with the imprisonment. Same for the Ice Puff, not really lasting for all that long.
Yeah, but this Monkey King.
Break the stomp, and there's the BKB finally coming out. Not even necessary, just wanted to use it because he had it, I guess. As Clown takes across, almost 3 shots to Jakiro. Blink, Epicenter, Burrow Strike as Lina is down for the count. Does a buyback to work with, but not sure how much that'll do.
I don't think it will do anything. They already established on the high ground doing practically nothing, just running up there. We saw the aggressive Sun King blink and he got away with it. Same with the OD, and yeah, there we go. No Monkey King does that.
Shackle casts, there's just way too much stuff being thrown at them. Good stomps, good LSAs, but...
You get him. OD saves himself, maybe. Oh, no.
They get the axe, alright.
Line.
They're being forced all the way back to the water fountain. Like.
Yeah, level 17 on the OD to the certain of the Lina. Level department there is so far behind, I don't think they can come back. You're gonna deal with a level 3 ultimate on the OD fairly soon. He also has a lot of intelligence stacked up and running against heroes that really don't have a high intelligence pool. Juggernaut sitting on merely 40, so he takes so much damage from that ultimate if he gets it off on the OD. Not even talking about the Monkey King, that is. Let's just ignore Monkey King because I don't think anyone can kill him, especially if he gets it started. They're trying with 5 feet though. But Sun King is up and ready.
Really good initiation though, so they'd have to rely on them being able to just run into like this. Burst Strike coming in as Sun King reveals himself too. Now the Omni Slash actually isolated on the Monkey King, still barely not doing any damage. Just sitting inside that ultimate with the extra armor. Triple kill just like that. Another bits of the damage. There's a Jingo Master and also kill. Give him a rampage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Could have easily secured that rampage.
Yeah, OD was auto-moving.
Yeah.
And hit the J-Hero by accident. He stole the rampage by accident.
Yeah, let's just go with that. They'll probably have a discussion after the game about that.
Yeah. Klein, we need to talk.
For now, though, it's going to be a second set of racks. Claimed. The Warriors are still hanging around, still want to take one last fight. One shot, one opportunity.
Yeah, at this point you probably talk about the next game, what went wrong while you're in the game, while the memory still held, you could say. Just trying to, like, having up a lush defense, but you want to make sure in the mindset that you're ready for the next one and don't fall victim to, like, any shenanigans of, like, defeatism.
BKB used. Left from Biscate Man, 1, 2, 3 or 4 hits with the 3 with the ultimate. Kills the Lina, and this is their set state of affairs indeed. Another banishment ready with the Burst Strike. Power shot off the mark. That's graceful actually. But hey, kills kill, GG is called finally. As Wipeout take game number 1. It's best of 3 series in quite a dominating fashion.
Yeah, Wipeout indeed. But I agree that you said it very early on. It was a complete outdraft.